everyone, and welcome to today's event. In today's event, I will share you how to manage your stress successfully. It is important to learn how to manage your stress successfully, right? Because if you're always stressing out, then how can you focus on achieving your goals and dreams? And to most importantly, to develop the lifestyle you want and also develop the person who you want to become to the best person you can be. And so that's why learn how to manage our stress is very important. And also, it is important for us to learn how to manage our stress because we have so many challenges and life obstacles that we have to learn how to overcome. And if you are facing with big challenges and you do not, and your stress is high, then it's very difficult for you to come up with a solution to help you become successful. And so that's why it's important for us to learn how to manage our stress successfully so we can be our best self to reach our full potential. So in this case, in today's event, I will share with you some different ways to help you solve your life problem and be in control of your life so they will not create stress for you. Okay? So let's get started with the first one. So the first tip to help you manage your stress successfully is to understand that stress comes from within, which means it's an emotion within you. So anytime that's something that's in you, within you, which means it's your responsibility to learn to manage it. Because if you rely on others to manage your emotions, that's not going to help you become successful. Okay? So it's your responsibility that when you are stressed out, it is you that need to learn how to manage it, and it's not about the outside. Okay? So, like for example, let's say that you have an incident. There's a lot of time where everybody face the same terrible incident. But however, there are people that are still not stressed out. They're able to manage their stress and they still have a positive outcome. However, there are people that are facing with the same life challenges, but they are very stressed out. So why is it that we are facing with the same challenges, but certain people are still positive and certain people are negative? Why is that? It is because they learn how to manage their emotions successfully. So in this case, as you can see, stress is an emotion from within. So which means it does not matter what happened from the outside. You can always learn how to manage your stress if you know how to learn how to manage your emotion, which is yourself. Okay? So when you can understand that things that cause you to stress out is you, then you are more likely to have more motivation to take action steps to change and improve and to manage your stress successfully. And because if you rely on the outside, that you if you always make excuses or say that it's the outside that's causing you to stress out, then it's very hard for you to manage your stress successfully. And most importantly, you are not guaranteeing yourself to not be stressed out if you rely on other people. Okay? So let's say that someone says something negative to you and we don't have control over other people. And if you are expecting them to change, to improve your life so you won't be stressed out, then you are not guaranteed your stress. You are not guaranteed to manage your stress. Okay, if you rely on other people, because we all know we can't control other people or other things. The only things that we can control is ourselves, our emotion. Okay, and again, if you rely on other people, we are counting on the unknown. We do not know what people will do, and that is the unknown. And when we rely on the unknown, it can create a lot of stress because one aspect of stress is the unknown. And if you rely on the unknown to manage your stress, then you will always be stressing out because you rely on something that we can't control. But if you learn how to control yourself, which is your emotion, because stress is an emotion, then you will always be in the control of your life and your stress. Okay? And again, you know who you are, which means you're more likely to understand who you are, which means you are more in control of the situation if you believe that stress is from within and that you control your emotion. Okay? So always keep that stress is from within. You're the one that manifests it, no one else. If you can understand that, then you are more likely to become less stressed. Okay? So the next tip to help you manage your stress and overcome anything that's causing you to stress out is you want to make sure you develop a balanced lifestyle, which means you want to make sure the important life areas in your life is well balanced. So the three common areas that we face in life is career, relationship, health. Those three areas we can't escape, right? Because we need our career to make a living, right? So we can't escape that. And relationship, no matter where you at, you are forming some kind of relationship with your family, with your sibling, with your coworker, with your friends, even with yourself. So no matter where you go, you will form some kind of relationship. And health, we all know that we need good health, right? If you always lack of energy and strength, then it's hard for you to do anything successfully. So those three areas are called life areas that we have to manage. And we want to make sure that those three areas are in balance. In balance means making sure that you give those areas enough attention and care. If not, it will be off balance and you will be very stressed out. So, like for example, there are a lot of people that are workaholic. They focus on work so much that they don't spend enough time on their health and their relationship, and they become very stressed out because they are off balance. They put so much effort and time into work that they neglect relationship and health. And if you are not putting the effort in to keep those three life areas in balance, that's how stress develops. Because those three areas, you have to be in control, right? And if you are not in control of those three areas, then you become stressed out. Stress is just mainly about, are you in control of yourself, of your situation, of your life? And if you are not managing those three areas successfully, then they'll be off balance and you feel like you're not in control of those three areas. So in this case, if you are stressing out, then you want to find out, okay, which of these three life area is off balance? Which is this life three area you're not giving enough attention? And then you want to see how can you give more attention, more time to keep those three life in balance. Okay? And also, those three areas, you want to make sure that you improve those three areas as much as possible. The more those three areas improve, the better result you have, the better outcome you have, the more you in control of those three life areas, the less stressed you become. Okay? So that's the second way to help you manage your stress successfully. Okay? So the next tip to help you manage your stress successfully is to take responsibility for your life. Okay? Your life is you, and you want to be in control of your life. Okay? Because remember, if you're not in control of something in your life, then that's how stress develops. And it's your life. No one's going to make your life possible except you. And if you rely on others to create your life or solve your life problem, then you're not in control of what you need to be in control. Your life is your responsibility. And if you avoid or neglect it, then that's how stress develops because you are not in control of your life. Okay? So you want to take responsibility for everything that happen in your life. What this means is that when you have a negative outcome, you do not want to blame, complain, and make excuses. Because when you do those three things, you're not in control. When you blame, complain, and make excuses, you are relying on other people or the outside to change your life. But like I said, your life is your responsibility. The only way for it to improve, to make it better, is for you to change. And it's hard for you to change if you blame and complain and make excuses. Okay? And also, remember, if you rely on the outside, then you're not in control, right? You're not in control. You're not guaranteed of the outcome that you want in life. Because if you rely on other people or the life outcome on the outside, then you're waiting for them to change your life and you're not in control of it. Because remember, We can't control the outside. We can't control people. And if we can't control something, then we be create stressed out. Because remember, stress is about managing what you can control, which is you and it's your life. So you want to make sure it's take responsibility that whatever happened in your life, you want to take responsibility and find a way to solve it or to make your life better. Okay? Even if you have an outcome that is negative outcome that people is a part of it, okay. But you play a part in your life outcome. No matter how many people is a part of the life outcome that happened, but you are a part of it of that life outcome. Which means yes, you might not change everything when the life outcome happened, but you want to take responsibility for your part. And that is the key. Okay? As long as you take responsibility for your part, then you are in control of yourself. You do not want to worry about so much other people's responsibility or part in it. That's their responsibility. But if you can look at the situation and see what did I did wrong in that situation and take responsibility and make sure to improve your part. As long as you can improve your part and take control of your situation, then you are unlikely to experience stress because you are in control. Remember, stress is about managing what you can control. And if you can control your part, then that will help you manage your stress successfully. Okay? So the next one to help you manage your stress successfully is to have a plan. Okay? If you have a goal, if you have a dream, you want to make sure you have a plan for it. Okay? If you have a mistake, if you have a problems, if you have obstacle or you have failures, you want to have a plan. How do I overcome this? Okay? It's important because remember, we want to see the direction so we could be in control. But without a plan, it's very difficult to see what you need to do. And if you don't see what you need to do, then you feel like you're not in control of the situation. But when you have a plan, what you need to do to become successful, such as to achieve your goals and dream, or how to overcome your mistake and problem, you feel like, okay, I can do this because you see a plan out and see a way out. But most importantly, when you have a plan for anything in life to achieve something or to overcome something, the brain can see it very clearly compared to if you have no plan. If you don't have any plan and you just have it inside your head, the brain can't see it very clearly. And when the brain can't see it very clearly, then the brain can come up with a solution successfully. It is only when the brain can see a plan clearly, then it can start to come up with a solution for you to become successful. And so that's why it doesn't matter what you want to achieve, doesn't matter what you need to overcome. You want to make sure you have a plan how to get there. It does not mean that you're going to get there as soon as possible, but as long as you have a plan for the brain to see a way out, you are in control of the situation. Your brain won't become stressed out because you know that there's a positive outcome at the end. Okay? And it's important. It's important for us to see and for your brain to see that there is a way out. There is a solution for it. Because if you don't see a solution, you feel stuck. You feel stuck and you don't know what to do. And when you feel stuck and with no way out, that means you're not in control of the situation. And that's how stress are more likely to develop. Okay? So like for example, if you know that you can go achieve your goals, then you feel motivated, right? Because you have this plan, you know exactly what you need to do. All you need to do is to follow the plan exactly and you'll become successful. So when you can see clearly that there the action step is clearly written down and we have a clear plan, then you can see the end result clearly. You see like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, for example, you're driving through a tunnel, and if you know that there's the end and there's a light at the end of the tunnel, you will have the motivation to keep on moving forward because you know that you can reach the destination, right? But if you don't believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, then you don't have the motivation to keep on moving forward because why would you take an action if you know that there's no light, there's no way out? The only way to motivate us to keep on taking action is that we know that there's the light And we know that there's a destination to push us moving forward. And that's why by having a plan, every time you have a goals and dream, every time you face an obstacle or mistake, you want to make sure you sit down and create a plan. How do I overcome this? And as long as you have a plan, the brain is focusing on the plan, and because it knows that there is a way out. And when there's a way out, the brain becomes less stressed. Okay? Because in life, the thing that causes a lot of stress is that feeling stuck. We don't know how to get out of situation. We feel like we're trapped in this current situation. And when you feel like you're stuck and you don't know how to get out, that's the worst feeling ever. And it feels like, oh my God, how do I get out? And when you don't know how to get out, you create a lot of stress and worry. But as long as you have a plan, take some time to have a plan and see how can you get out to improve in the future, then you become less stressed out. Okay? So now that you have a plan, saying you have a plan already, what is the next thing you have to do? You have to take action. Okay? A plan is the first step. But the thing that will change your life and how to transform yourself is through taking action. No matter how great a plan you have, if you are not taking action to implement your action step, then your life will not improve. And when your life is not improved, then your stress will still be the same. So the only way for your stress to decrease is to take action on your plan. Okay? And action conquers stress. You know, in business, they always say that action conquers fear. Action also conquers stress as well. So in this case, the more you take action, the more you're moving forward with your plan, the less stress you will have. Because you know why? Because when you are busy taking action, when your brain is focusing on taking action, the brain is less focusing on the negative, on the stress. Because the brain can't multitask well. Because if you focus on taking action, then the brain is not focusing 100% on the stress, which means your brain is less focused on the stress, which means you become less stressed out. Okay? So in this case, the more you take action, the more the brain will focusing on the action and the better outcome and not on the stress, which means you will experience less stress. Okay? So if you are stressing out, which means you need to start taking action on your plan as much as possible. So as long as you're taking action to improve your life, then you'll be less stressed out because the brain is not focusing on the stress part, but on your taking action. Okay? So if you fail one time, keep on taking action again. If you fail the second time, keep on taking action again. If you fail 10 times, keep on taking action again. The thing is, as long as you're taking action, you will not be as stressed out. Even though it take you a while to get to where you want or to solve your problem successfully, as long as you're taking action from one to another, you'll be less stressed because the brain is not focusing on the stress, but it's focusing on your taking action. And it's important. We want to prevent the brain from focusing on the stress. But if you're taking action, then the brain is less focusing on the stress. And that's why taking action is so important. And the thing is, if you keep taking action, sooner or later, you will get the result you want. Okay? Because no matter how many times you fail, there will be an answer. Because life is filled with unlimited possibility, unlimited of solution. The only thing that's preventing you to become successful is you. Or as long as you're taking action, new solution will be out there for you. Because like I said, life is filled with unlimited of solution and possibility. And if you keep taking action, sooner or later, a solution will manifest for you. Okay? So as long as you're taking action, the less stress you will experience. So the next tip to help you manage your stress is to get out. Sometimes we have to get out of a situation when something is causing us too much stress. Because remember, we have a lot of things that we need to take care of. The three life areas, right? Our career, relationship, and health. And we don't want one thing to take over your life. So like for example, if you have a problem at work and it's causing you so much stress out and it's like you keep trying taking action but nothing come out, then sometimes it is a sign that you need to get out of the situation. Because if you are in that situation and it's causing you so much stress out at work, Your stress at work will carry to your home life. And we always hear stress work lead to home life. And if you have problem at home life and you don't solve it and stressing you out, it will carry to the work. That's how life works. It just carry and affect every area of your life. And so if one problem is so big and you already try your best to do what you can, but still it's causing you so much stress, your stress is increasing, then that's a sign that you need to get out of that situation. Because sometimes we don't have the capacity, we don't have the resources, we don't have the time at that moment to solve that problem. And if you're allowing one problem to cause you to so stress out, it will affect your entire life. And we do not want that. We want to prevent that from happening. Because remember, we have a lot of things in our life that we need to learn how to manage. And you do not want one area to affect your whole life. And when it affects your whole life, then you'll be in big trouble. Okay? So in this case, if it's a problem too big and you try your best already, that and it's not going the way and your stress increasing, which means it's a sign that you want to get out of that situation. Okay? Or if you truly can't get out 100%, then take a break. Take a break from that situation. Walk away. When you walk away, that's not avoiding. Taking a break is sometimes is important. So let's say that you have a family problem and you can't come up with a solution at the moment. Then it's important for you to separate from your family and take a break to have a clear mind. Because a lot of times when we are in the situation of the problem, we have a lot of emotion manifesting. And when all this emotion manifests, then we can't think successfully. Because in order for us to come up with a successful solution, our mind needs to become productive. And if you are in that stressful situation, then your mind is stressed, then you can't think successfully to come up with a solution. So in this case, if you can't let go or get away, then you want to take a break. Because if you're taking a break, then your mind become more calm and less stressed to help you come back with a better solution, right? And that's why sometimes if we are stressing out, we are looking at advice from other people that's not stressing out. It is not that we don't have the solution, it's just that when we are stressed out, the solution can't manifest. And so that is why we rely on other people that's not stressing out to help us come up with a solution. Because when they are not stressing out, their mind is more productive. And when their mind is more productive, then they can come up with a better solution than you when you're stressing out, right? And so that's why we seek out other people's suggestion and advice when we are stressing out. It's not because we can't, it's just that our mind is so stressed, we can't come up with a solution successfully. Okay, so if you can't get away from the situation permanently, then take a break. Step away. It could be few hours or it could be days, depend on how stressful you are, how big the problem is that you need to overcome. Okay. So the last tip I like to share with you to help you manage your stress is to keep stress in perspective. What that means is that stress does not last forever. Okay? Nothing in life lasts forever. So no matter how terrible something you're going through, understand that it will not last forever. Remember, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You have to believe that. The stronger you believe that, the more motivation you will have to solve your problem so you can overcome it successfully. Okay? So understand that nothing in life lasts forever. But of course, the more you take action, the sooner your stress will be managed, the more you have a better outcome to help you live life successfully. So in this case, remember, keep on taking action, okay? And have the perspective that you will come up with a solution. It does not matter how many times you fail. Believe that there is a solution out there because life is filled with unlimited of solution out there. It's just you. Are you willing to keep on taking action to find that solution? Okay. But again, when you're taking action, you become less stressed because the brain is not focusing on the problem as much because it's focusing on your taking action. Okay. And we want to prevent the brain from focusing on the stress problem. So you want the brain to focusing on the positive, which is the taking action, and that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? So always have hope and faith because it's true. Nothing lasts forever. And every problem, every challenge has a solution for it. It's just yourself believe. Do you believe in that? Okay? Because the only way your problem will be unsolved is for you to quit. If you don't quit and you keep on taking action, then the solution will manifest to help you overcome your stress. Okay? So keep stress in perspective. So that is all the method to help you manage your stress successfully so you can have a clear focus to achieve your goal and dream, to help you be the best, to help you reach your full potential. Okay? So that's the end. I hope you enjoyed today's event and I will see you in the next event.